video recorded today. This is the Facilities Committee for October 11th, 2019. I would call for a motion for the minutes of the September 13th meeting.
I move to approve the meeting minutes for September 13th.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. We'll wait for Ralph to show up. There's not much going on at the rec department. They're getting ready to swing into full fall and winter mode. We're awaiting the town to get the RFP together to get the lights replaced at Brooks Park. Basically, that's it. Okay, old business. Carolyn and I were at the Selectmen's meeting on the 23rd of September and gave them our report. I went off record a bit, told them that we had the issue with the part-time position not being approved by the administration so that we could advertise for it. McCaskill asked that the administration get back to Carolyn. I'm wondering if they have.
Yes.
They've given the approval?
I met with the assistant town administrator to go over it, and he's working on it, so we have met. Moving forward.
All right. And I did commend Carolyn for her amount of labor and work she puts into this building, the cultural center, and being the rental agent for the shacks at Saquatucket Harbor. They didn't really have any questions
No.
that I'm aware of. And I did put them in notice that the 20th birthday party is in February, and I expected to see all of them here.
Perfect segue into the next topic.
Yes, and that's Carolyn's bailiwick.
Sure. At our last meeting, you had said to make sure that I touched base with Emily, so I went one step further and made sure I had Eric involved in the meeting as well. Emily looked over the programs and thought there was actually quite a few things that seniors would be interested in. She hadn't thought of anything specific to do, but if she does, we're gonna meet pretty regularly.
Okay.
The same with Eric. I was asking Eric about if there was anything specific we could do for kids. I told him our idea about going to ask if we could have the weight room free, and maybe they could do something like a free fun Friday, so that even if a kid wasn't part of it, this might get them involved, and
Yep.
he thought that was gonna work out fine. We're just trying to offer things that we already do, but give everyone an opportunity to take advantage of it and see if they wanna get involved and,
Nice.
and see what we do. So, the three of us, and certainly Jamie is working, we're actually having an intern go through some of the old footage and helping us with that, so, it's coming along where we have extended, we have a new medium coming, we've reached out to a few. I haven't selected one based on the price, but, yeah, I think that the schedule will come together nicely. We're trying to do the events all throughout February, including the ferry doors at different places, so there'll be things on specific days, but things throughout the month, and we have a make your own Sunday party planned, and
Nice.
so.
Do we know how many of the original building committee are still available?
I do not, I can look, but I don't know how many.
Because I'd like you to
That would be nice.
send them out a little blurb that you're doing this. And I know Roberta Joy may be in Florida in February, but maybe they have the ability to change their plans so that she's here,
Sure,
at least for the birthday party.
sure.
And I don't know where Tom Spence is.
Yeah.
And we got Naomi Clark, but the rest of them you'll have to check on. Some of them we know have gone,
Right.
but I just thought of that. That would be good if we could get as many of them as possible, you know.
Absolutely.
Did you have pictures of them back then? Did you take a lot of pictures
Oh,
for the
believe
display?
me.
I mean, that'd be kinda nice to have a lot on display.
Well, I'm
I'm
working
from the-
with Jamie, and we're actually gonna do a kind of then and now
Yeah.
program.
Jamie sent me a screenshot
I
of
think it'd be
me.
funny.
Oh my God, I was a lot better looking and a lot smaller back then, let me tell you.
And one of my favorite things that really shows about this building and how it comes full circle is the young Boy Scout who cut the ribbon with Lee was actually Caleb, who works here
Oh,
now.
that's a hoot.
So
Yeah,
it's,
that's
I just, I love that story.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a nice
yeah.
story.
who knew when he was
Yeah,
cutting the
exactly.
ribbon
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he would someday
Yeah.
have this as a
Exactly.
career, so.
Sorry,
Yeah.
folks.
It's all
Hi,
right.
how are you?
It's all right, we're being recorded,
Okay,
just so you know.
okay,
You're on candid camera.
okay.
We're just talking about the,
Will Caleb get a chance to cut the ribbon again or something?
Birthday.
Something,
So
we'll
wouldn't that
do,
be kinda fun, something?
I don't know how we'll
something-
feel about that, but
Yeah, yeah, we'll do
definitely, I
something.
just think we should
Yeah,
highlight,
Yeah, highlight that,
Yeah.
that'd be
it's
kinda.
a great story. There's been a lot of stories that have come out of here,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
how many people that the building has helped through the years, whether it's through the Children's Mitten Program, how many people have come through on our Halloween events. One of my other favorite stories, I could tell favorite stories all day, but I don't know if you remember a few years ago when we lost our major person who gave candy,
Yeah.
and people were making donations. I can remember a young girl who came in, and she had a few bags of candy, and she said, "This was my favorite event growing up." And at that point, I felt like, wow, we really have been here a long time.
Yeah.
She was in college or just graduating
Yeah.
from college,
Yeah.
but wanted to give back because it was so important to her, so. There's a lot of those stories out there,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
And hopefully the Chronicle can cover some of those stories, because
sure.
It would be
For
nice.
for people
That
to
would
give
be
back
nice,
is an
yeah.
important skill for kids to learn,
Absolutely.
or adults too.
Yeah.
For a building that a lot of people did not think would ever work.
Right, right, I remember
know?
fighting on
I mean,
town
it
meeting
just-
floor.
It amazes me, this has gone far beyond what I ever dreamed that it would be. I mean, everything that we do is just amazing. All right, before I lose it here, do we wanna go back up and listen to Ralph?
Please.
Do you wanna give us a little report on the COA?
You really want to hear from me?
Why not? You're part of this community.
All right.
I must apologize to you for not recognizing you at the selectmen's meeting when we gave our annual report. You were sitting there and I forgot to mention that you were there.
Not concerned. Really, there's no particular report from the COA. We've not had a meeting recently. The one real good news is that we have a new Rick Anderson, our new person at the front desk, and our outreach coordinator, or whatever he's called,
Yeah.
she's called. And she gave a little talk this morning to the council on agent, to the men's breakfast. So she looks like she's gonna be a real find, so.
Good,
Other than that, I have nothing from COA.
all right. New business,
I actually have some requests for you.
okay?
The first one is, I'm a disabled senior and have enjoyed a gym membership over the years. But this year, I'm really struggling financially because I can no longer work part-time. Thus, am unable to afford the gym fee of $150. I know this is more than a reasonable fee, but still too steep for me. Is it possible to join for a lesser amount? Thank you for your consideration.
This is a senior citizen?
It is. A disabled senior, yes.
I don't, why don't they go to the Friends, I wonder?
Well, that could be the response.
Yeah,
They might not know about it.
Yeah,
Go to
They,
the what?
they might not realize.
it's a disabled senior who can't afford the
Yeah, but I mean, why
Jim.
don't they go to the what?
Friends of the
Oh,
COA.
Friends of the COA.
It does bring me to a question that I would love for us to look at. I know
Okay.
that the Youth and Rec has some scholarships that if somebody can't afford it, and they can show, I don't know, merit, whatever the word you wanna choose is, that they can help out. I feel like we have quite a few people, not just seniors, who fall into that, that maybe, I don't know the legality of if you use part of the revolving fund to establish, I can certainly check with the finance director, but I don't know how all of you would feel about that. I think that there are some people who, this person happens to have been with us for a long time, and clearly states that it's not that she thinks the fee's unreasonable,
Right.
just has found herself in hard times.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what we do, like if you're already finding yourself in hard
Yeah.
times, we wanna make sure that you're still socializing, still feeling good, still exercising, those kind of things, so.
We'd have to go to town meeting and change the use of the revolving account, right?
I think, yeah, you would have to put a line in, but I'll check with Carol, cause I don't even know if that's
I
legal.
mean, I think it would be, I think it would be great. I mean, obviously, as long as the revolving fund's got the funds and the equipment and everything's updated as
Yes.
needed, I mean, we should probably have something that we can help people out with.
Or what about, when we have the yard sale, that the groups raise their money for their fees and things like that?
Sure,
We could have our own table kind of thing
absolutely,
to raise money for that type of thing.
right.
Why don't you check with Carol and see what
I
she has to
will,
say?
I will.
You
And-
know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. I'm just saying the age bracket that falls into that, the kids would be covered by Park and Rec, because certainly we can get money from over there
Yeah.
if we had to.
Yeah.
It probably would cover the seniors over age 60.
I would-
It's that middle group.
Right,
I would talk to Emily and see if,
sure,
I
On
mean,
this one.
so that this lady can at least
get started, sure.
get started.
I will.
I'm sure the Friends
Do it, yeah.
would do it, but
Absolutely. So I will follow up with her. The
Okay.
next letter, I've been a Harwich resident, I'm not gonna list her address, for over 37 years. I have a friend who is financially challenged and just qualified for an apartment at Rock Harbor Village in Orleans. She cannot afford any of the local gym memberships, and she inquired about our gym offering Silver Sneakers members at the more reasonable rate. She could not join a health plan with the Silver Sneakers benefit, so she asked if she could join without Silver Sneakers. She was advised that she would have to reside in Harwich to join the community center gym. I am willing to have her use my address, my home as an address to meet the qualifications if you would consider extending her a membership. I would not be enrolling in the gym at the same time she would be enrolled. Unfortunately, I do not have the time to engage in a gym membership. I would be most appreciative if you would approve our request. I respectfully request you approve this request to help my friend stay healthy at a membership rate she can afford. Thank you so much. So,
I would be opposed to that. Using an address of someone else with whom you have no
Yeah,
connection, other
it's
than
not-
friendship, is not appropriate.
I think we'd be setting a bad precedent.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely,
I mean, we've been adamant, people from Brewster have been trying to join this gym for years, and we've held to the Harwich residents only policy, and I think that's, in my eyes, that we have to stick to that.
right, until we come to a time where we decide to branch out.
Yeah.
And we're not
Mhm.
there.
I bring it to you like I bring
Yeah.
everybody
No,
else.
no,
No, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
No, I think that I would entertain a motion to deny this motion, this request.
If it requires a motion, I would so move.
I'll second it.
I think when you
moved and
send that letter
seconded.
back to answer her, besides saying, because I agree with what you're saying, but I think maybe we can give her some other suggestions in the town that lady lives in.
Right.
So that she could get some assistance.
I'm gonna reach out to
Yeah.
and see.
Judy's the COA director, right?
And, yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about what the Silver Sneakers thing is.
yeah, so I do know, we are
We-
part of Silver
We are
Sneakers,
part of Silver.
which does allow, so if Ralph, I'm gonna use, lives in Florida, but he has a Silver Sneakers membership, he can use it when he's here. That's what the town agreed to, so it wasn't a crazy thing to say, she just couldn't buy into one of those
Right.
one of those health plans, that's part of the
So-
health plan.
You're saying if she was Silver Sneakers, she could use the gym?
She could, she could.
But she doesn't, so regardless if Ralph doesn't live in Harwich?
Right, the Silver Sneakers program is set up for seniors
Snowbird.
who really travel and don't really have a home base. I mean, I know the
No.
6 months and 1 day part, so it is really for those people. They want you to have a membership, cause their idea is to keep you healthy, we
Yeah.
all get that. So the town gets paid X number of per person,
Yeah.
and so the Silver Sneakers is part of the health plan that would pay, but it does, residency is not a requirement of their plan, and back, we've done it for years and
have.
years. So yes, if Ralph technically lived in Florida and was here, he could use that. So we do have some people who are doing that, so,
Yeah.
under the Silver Sneakers program.
What's the cost of Silver Sneakers membership?
So it's a health plan.
Oh, okay.
So I have no,
Okay.
like, your
Yeah.
health plan, it would be like my Blue Cross plan,
Okay.
they
Right.
pay you $150 for your
Right.
membership. Silver Sneakers just pays directly to the town every time someone scans their card.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be the convenience for the member and for, like, the town doesn't bill them, it just, we
Right.
scan the cards, we get the money, so.
Okay.
I would still get the council on aging lady from whatever town she's from.
Yep.
Only
And then,
one.
yeah, Arlene's, and let them work with her so that she can get back on track.
Okay.
All right, there's a motion pending.
Yes, there is, there's a motion. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0.
Got it.
Any other requests?
No, that's all my requests, thank you.
The elusive budget process.
And when I wrote the agenda, I thought they would have already had the message out, so the message is not out yet. But my understanding is that they're looking at more of a zero balance budgeting. So I've been trying to gather as much information, how many people come through the door, how many people are using our weight room, how many groups and organizations are we having on a daily, weekly,
Yeah.
monthly basis. So I'm trying to gather the statistics, so when we write it, as you all know, our budget isn't one of the large ones in
No,
town.
it's not.
Heat, lights, those are the major things. I think we have a few $100 in office supplies, but again,
So that'll be on next month's.
it will, as soon as it comes in, I will send it out to you and I will get you the information of what I've been working on.
Going along with budget, I was reading the packet, and Cape Light Compact is gonna do the two parking areas?
It is on phase 4, so, and the selectmen did sign that, so my understanding is, from a memo, letter I received from Sean, is that they'll be on site today with the town engineer to look at the parking lots. My understanding is it's not both parking lots, it's only one parking
Okay.
lot.
Well, one's better than none.
Right. And please don't hold me to this, I will know better today when they're here. I believe it's the recreation side they're doing first, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so I'll check and I will let you know, but they will be here
This is
sometime
the
today.
project of putting
Canopies,
canopies over the parking lot with solar panels?
yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Nothing else on the budget?
No, I don't have any.
Okay. The-
Unless any of you have any things that you would like to see or anything that you think we're lacking in the building, please let me know.
We're gonna continue with the, putting money for outside
The-
landscaping.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Alright. Because the building has looked fantastic.
Those are the
Year-round,
volunteers,
yeah.
they really are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Tony, has been doing,
Maybe we should host a little luncheon or something for all of your volunteers, I mean, like we
Sure.
did for the COA. I mean,
Yeah,
just-
the flower garden is definitely
oh,
looking great
it's,
this
yeah,
year.
it's done.
I'll put that together.
Alright. Alright, TouchATruck.
It was huge success, it was great, the weather was nice, which is the first time I can say that about
Yeah,
TouchATruck.
right.
Every other year it's rained. We had over 200 people,
Wow.
children,
Really?
adults.
Wow.
The ice cream truck was one of the most popular.
Of course.
I know that police and fire don't like when I say that, but it was definitely, there was one young girl who I thought was really going home with the fire department. She did not want to leave their truck. She was adorable. I did, after the event, the Cranberry Festival reached out, and they do at Beach Day, they have a much smaller TouchATruck, so they asked if we wanted to combine and work together. I'm not opposed to it, I think the more people we can work with, the better, so I'm gonna look into what they're thinking, and I'll get back to you on that, but it was a great event. The police gave out coloring books, which I then commandeered some with their approval, to give out at the Halloween party, cause the kids were loving it. They have like cutouts that you can,
Yeah,
and stickers. It was cute. It was a really cute thing, so, it was great. The highway, water department, all of the regular cast of characters were there. It was great.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. The boutique.
So it is scheduled for October 18th, and I wanted to thank the Children's Fund who gave us a donation to get about 25 costumes. So we have a lot of costumes coming in. This week we are starting to size them, see if we're missing any sizes. But I'm happy to say, I showed Angie just some of them. But we have quite a bit of costumes, so it's always a great event. We have the cupcakes, we have the coloring there, so if they wanna join the coloring contest, I guess the candy corns are going on now, so,
Good.
yeah, the boutique usually sells itself. We get a lot of people in, and it's just a great time.
What
so.
happens to the costumes afterwards?
We store them for next
Right.
year.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
Do you need any help? There was a couple of ladies in the group that asked if you needed help on the boutique.
we love that,
What
sure.
time would you like them?
So it starts at 5, if they wanna get here a little bit before, like a 4:30 time.
Okay.
It's helpful if they can help the kids. We try and set them up as best that we can, but then after they try them on, you have to keep kinda, refreshing the racks and
Yeah.
hanging them up, and, we have cupcakes and stuff for them, so we try and keep the cupcakes on one side, the costumes on the other. So, but it's a fun time, I appreciate it if they wanna come.
So do you need any more costumes?
Not that I know of right now, I think that we're pretty good. I don't wanna, I feel very fortunate, this has been a good year so far. And the next one is Halloween, so.
Yeah.
With Halloween, we're up at 57 pizzas already, which,
Oh, my God.
Pieces of what?
Pizzas.
Oh, pizzas, oh, beg your pardon.
Dairy Queen is giving 300 dilly bars for dessert. And we have, Dunkin' Donuts giving munchkins that will be given out. TD Bank has given us chalk, sidewalk chalk for every
Oh,
child.
nice,
We
nice.
have the coloring books, and we're working on the popcorn from the place that you gave us
Oh, yeah.
last year. Smith,
Yeah,
they were
Smith
great,
family,
yep.
whatever it was, yeah.
So we're working on them. CVS just dropped off a donation. We are having, I'm picking up toothbrushes, so just working on the candy. We're getting slow stream of,
Anything from Shaw's, Star? What?
gift card. There's another new manager. So,
Do you need any more donations for
I
candy
missed
or
on.
anything?
we're working on that. So, Sam called all day yesterday, and this morning, right before I came to this meeting, CVS dropped us off some candy. Walgreens, has got candy. Carrie picked that up, so, Sam is picking up some from Kmart. So we're reaching out and getting as much candy donations as we can, so. I don't, this is always the part I worry about, but I can't think of a time that there hasn't been enough, so
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna keep the
Well,
slow and
touch
steady
base with
stream.
Richard Waystack
Okay,
and see if he can do the Realtor thing again.
yeah,
Did they do anything with the,
I was just gonna say, Richard Waystack, in his email or his voicemail to all the men's breakfast folks, asked to bring in candy. And he said this morning of 62 people there, 4 had brought in candy. So he's gonna make a serious pitch next time and twist some arms or something in order to get some more candy.
well, I'm grateful for 4 too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Right,
I-
4 is
Yeah,
more than
4 is better
0.
than 0.
Yeah.
Right, so,
But I think there'll be more coming in from the men's breakfast thing,
great.
so.
It's great, so,
All right.
it's always, as you all know, one of the,
But Richard, last time, we
Got the
needed
realtors,
candy
yep.
early.
Is there a ladies' breakfast?
there
Yeah, there
is.
I'd ask them too.
Emily said she would ask for me.
Yeah.
She was gonna
Okay.
Hmm.
reach out. She does a robocall,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
and she said she
exactly.
would make it.
Yeah.
So, she did say. I think that's,
So everything is falling into place for the biggest event of the year, right?
the Halloween event, it is. The boutique will be really, that usually sets the tone. I can usually tell by the boutique how many young or older kids we're going to get for Halloween. I don't
Now,
know
do
why.
we send notices out to the school about the party?
Yes, they already went out. Do you get the newsletter still, the one online?
Yeah.
Yes, so the school doesn't take flyers anymore.
Yeah,
They only do on their online
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
everything's online, yeah.
publication. And so the boutique was already advertised in there. And I think, and the next one is the Halloween party, but they redo the boutique until the day of, so.
Okay.
We have given them out to our clients here, the children's group, and we have just flyers. I
Right.
gave them out during the TouchATruck event,
Oh, nice.
so, again, I hope there's a day that we don't need to do a boutique, but until then, we're gonna keep
Yeah,
doing
I
it,
think
so.
that's always gonna be
It's
it.
a great event.
Well, it's
So.
good though, because
I think it's
costumes
really,
are expensive.
They really
Yes, it's
are, and
awful.
kids with them for one day,
I know
so.
it, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, it's
So.
just,
But you could still use some more costumes if they were offered.
Oh, we'll never turn them down, cause we
Yeah,
keep
okay.
them from year to year,
Yeah,
and you
okay.
never know what somebody wants to be, or if
Mhm.
two people wanna be that,
yeah,
or, so we got,
Because I can alert the family pantry to keep an eye out. I saw one the other day come through and I
oh,
was
sure,
sorry that I didn't grab it, but,
sure, and
yeah.
I always like to reach out to the family pantry too, because if any of their clients are looking for costumes, just have them come right over that day, they can have
Good.
I think it's a win-win for everyone,
Yeah.
we work.
Yeah.
That's an area they don't have to worry about, they
Mhm.
can send them right here, the people can get,
yeah, I get to
Food
see these
that-
kids because I'm in the office over at the family pantry, so.
Excellent.
I'll
Yes.
Keep an eye out for that.
thank you.
And
Yeah.
hey, homemade costumes is always one of the categories in the,
And do you have
Yeah.
any
Mm.
flyers maybe
Exactly.
that Ralph could take with him?
I do have flyers too, if you want
Yeah.
to
Take
bring
some
some over.
flyers,
Yeah.
that would help you.
That'd be good, yes.
I'll get them when we leave here.
it's amazing how creative people are with the homemade ones though.
I know,
Hmm, I
I
can
know.
imagine.
Yes.
Not like they used to be though, I don't think, you know?
A sheet over your head with 2 holes.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody could do the Charlie Brown one and just cut a whole bunch of holes in
Yeah,
there.
right, yeah. Yeah,
Or put little black,
Spots.
paper on
Yeah,
it
right.
instead of cutting an actual sheet.
anything that's under other?
I don't have it, I gave you my things. I don't think I have anything else under other.
Okay.
Now, where are we on capital projects for this building?
Excellent question. I do not have any capital projects, but that just means that they actually fall under Sean because
Right.
they're building wide. So
Yeah.
we still have the generator on there, we have the roof on there. So those capital projects, but they're under Sean. I
What-
don't
What is next in the
present
harbor?
them.
Is it the roof or is it the generator?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the generator and then the roof.
Now, have we replaced all the HVAC stuff in this building?
That's in process.
That's in process?
Yes.
Do we have the new remote software too?
Not yet. I don't have it. I don't know where exactly they are, but Sean has been keeping me pretty much up to date, but I don't know exactly where they are, but they are working on it.
Okay,
And carpeting is another one that I know that has gone through and is being worked on, so.
okay.
But yes, I don't have any specific ones because mine would have to be more
No,
internal,
right,
so.
Right.
They all fall under Sean. But I will
Okay.
go the day that he presents, just in case there are any questions.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Angie, any questions? Anything you wanna bring up?
No, I just had something just out of fluke. Somebody had mentioned it was really a beautiful setup over in Orleans in their back side where they had, in the back of their community, or council on aging, where they had a nice layout where they could put tables, chairs, umbrellas and things like that. And the reason it came up in the discussion was when we had the council on aging, thank you volunteer
Yeah.
breakfast.
Mm.
And somebody was saying how beautiful it was over there at Orleans. I haven't been over to go look at it, so I have no clue. But my question was, is there ever any room, because last time for the council on aging, we had to lug all that stuff out onto the field. I mean, the fire department was great, they helped us, not a big deal. But, they were just saying it was so nice outside of the, kitchen, if they had a nice layout where you could put tables and chairs and stuff like that. And
Like a patio type
like a
thing?
patio thing.
Mm.
I just haven't seen it at Orleans, but somebody had said it was really beautiful, so.
I didn't know they had
But I
that
didn't even know
much
if we
room
had
there.
space for that or anything like that.
Yeah, it's really the layout when you think about the back of the building.
Well, I don't know, that's what I was saying, I don't even
Mhm.
know if we have the space to do that, but,
I'm happy to go call Judy and see if I can go
Yeah.
over and look at it.
Yeah.
I don't,
I was
I
gonna go
don't
peek at it too, I
specific-
was curious what they were talking
Sure.
about.
sure,
Yeah.
I can go look and then see what.
All
The
right,
only area I can think of, but it's not a level area, is that where the cutout is for the weight room,
Right.
between the gym and the kitchen,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
That would be a grassy area,
Yeah.
but I'll take a look.
Yeah,
and-
we were just thinking, and everybody was talking about it, because, you know, Linda had to lug all that stuff, and it was crazy.
All right. Ralph?
One of my favorite subjects is the windows at the cultural center for pickleball. I've not heard from Sean.
You did see I sent him the,
I did.
so I am exactly where you are. I did send, just so the board knows, I sent, as requested, an email to Sean, and I CC'd Ralph and Eric in it, just so that, because I didn't have an answer, and I have not heard a reply.
Well, I've been asking almost daily what's going on, and Eric tells me now that Sean is planning to paint the windows on the outside. There's some sort of paint that allows some light to come in.
Okay, I have
And I
not, you know
question-
more than I do.
Well, we're starting indoors
Do you need a can of spray
pickleball.
paint?
I don't know. We're starting pickleball indoors on the 15th of this month, which is next week. And the sun is brutal there unless we get those windows done. So I'm wondering if we can put some pressure on whomever it is that does that. I was first told there were shutters and that they were in, but I'm now told that he's decided on paint because his lift won't reach the windows from the inside, which I don't know about the accuracy of
I
that.
thought we had a big, I thought we had a high.
We have a high lift here.
Yeah, you just reach the ceiling.
There's one over there too.
There is a lift over there, but it was the one that was in this building, which I know does not, it's shorter,
Yeah.
it's a
In any
shorter
event,
lift.
Let's try the paint because the film on the inside of the windows is peeling now, peeling off, and it really wasn't much help, so.
I'll be happy to email him again, see if I can get
Okay.
some, and I'll keep you CC'd
Yeah.
on it.
Anything else?
Nothing else.
Nothing for me.
Nothing for me. I just wanna thank Carolyn for doing her usual outstanding job for the town of Harwich.
Thank you. Your next meeting is November 8th.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, I apologize for being late, but the men's breakfast went on a little bit longer than expected, and it was good, so.
What was the topic?
Homeless Prevention Council representative was there talking about what they do and so on,
Yeah.
through the COA and through the pantry and whatever, so it's very good.
Okay, so I'll move to adjourn.
And I would second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
All right.
Bye.
Aye.
Thank you. I'll get you some flyers if you'd like.
Yeah, if you please.
And we have folks gonna,
Thanks,
ladies
Well
Caleb.
done,
to help
Caleb,
too,
thank you.
At the, Halloween party too. We had some ladies that said,
Great. Great, great. I'm gonna go grab some flyers.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
thank you guys.